Hello guys, EzraTime here and welcome back to another reaction videos, and today we're going to be reacting to the official teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 the movie. And yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this movie now because I think the second movie will feature the toy animatronics, which is exciting because I love FNAF 2. It's my first Five Nights at Freddy's games. That's where I got introduced to the franchise as a whole, and I think that's why it has a really special place in my heart. And I did review the first movie on this channel, and I think I said that I don't really like the first movie that much. It's kind of like a mixed bag feeling, and it's like, yeah, it's not exactly the best movie adaptation, and it's kind of disappointing in my opinion. But yeah, I'm still hyped for for FNAF 2, and hopefully it's good, So without further ado, let's just start the teaser, shall we? Oh wow!
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show?
Oh my god, the puppet.
5, 4, 3,
They're out there, Mike.
2, where?
Oh, Toy Bonnie.
Everywhere.
Oh, what? Oh my god, Toy Chica? I think that's Mango, right? Balloon Boy.
Showtime!
Oh my god, dude. Okay. That was a... Oh, Toy Freddy in there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty solid teaser, man. It doesn't... I mean, it does tell you a bit about the plot, but... Yeah, I think this teaser is probably better than the rest of the trailer for FNAF 1 movie, to be honest, because every single time I watch the FNAF 1 movie teasers or like trailers, like it didn't really convince me to be a good movie. But honestly, this teaser gives me like a good vibe about the movie. Toy Freddy looks great, which we all know that the animatronic is gonna looking great, because it was done by Jim Henson's Creature Shop, and that's like the best part about the FNAF movie, because I think the practical effects of the animatronics are absolutely amazing, So I think for this video we're gonna do a little bit of a breakdown, it's not that long, right? So Freddy Fazbear Pizza. So this is this the same? I think this is like the same poster from the first movie, but I think it's like maybe less dirty. I don't know. I remember seeing that poster really dirty in the first one, but I mean it has a broken glass and everything like that, but yeah, we see an endoskeleton here, which kind of make me curious if this like Mangle's second head in it, because Mangle does have like a second head endoskeleton, so maybe this is the endoskeleton, and yeah, overall it's just a really fun, amazing trailer. We have this, I think this festival is called Fast Fest, because I did see some of the poster or like some of the stuff that was shared on social media, that there's gonna be like an event called Fast Fest, which is like an event where a bunch of people who are a big fan of Freddy Fazbear Pizza gathering together because, well, the place got shut down, right? So some people just did this, I think, to just remember their moments from the 80s and the 90s, So yeah, that's really cool, But we also see a bunch of the animatronics here. We see Abby here going back to the oh, that's the toy animatronics. So this is like a brand new, either like a brand new pizzeria or like a really old pizzeria as well, because it seems like there is probably multiple chain of Freddy Fazbear Pizza on the same town, right? Because like I don't think I don't know. I feel like this could also be like they rebuilding the pizzeria from the first movie. That is possible, or this is entirely a separate location, specifically for the toy animatronics, because that's Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, and Toy Bonnie there, and we see Abby's heading there. And then we see Mike, played by Josh Hutcherson, finding this note, gone to fix my friends, which I'm assuming is left by Abby, right? So it leads me to believe that this is probably gonna sound the same, but probably not, because they kind of did this in the first movie, like the first movie has like the FNAF quality to it, where the animatronics are becoming friendly, which I know they are friendly, but I did not expect to see that in the movie. I was expecting the animatronics to terrorize the main character, which they eventually did, but that scene where they're playing around with Abby is kind of fucking weird. I don't really like that scene, to be honest, So based on this line right here, I think we're going to see Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy again, but it's gonna be the withered version of them, from FNAF 2, because, well, it's the second movie, and we see the toy animatronics, so it lets me to believe that I think Abby's gonna find a way to break into like the old pizzeria, from the first movie, and then find the withered version of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy from the first movie, and I think she's gonna try to fix them, and then they're gonna help Abby to fight the toy animatronics, which is literally fnaf shit, because I reacted to so many fnaf's videos on this channel. Even with Zangsu37, which is like the biggest fnaf content creators out there, even he does that in season 2. Remember, where we see the withered version of the animatronics fighting the toy version of the animatronics. I think the same thing will happen in this movie, because we see the rest of the trailer where the toy animatronics are actually terrorizing the town, it seems like, and I think based on this note right here, Abby's gonna try to fix them, but I think they're still gonna be with dirt, and I think the design is gonna be exactly the same like the original design from FNAF 2 games, and I think we're going to see, for this 8 animatronics, we have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and then we have Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle. They're gonna fight each other. I think that is absolutely going to happen in this movie. It was really, really obvious, and the puppet was also there as well, but we haven't seen them, so I guess I think in the future trailer they might reveal that, so yeah, we see Josh Hutcherson coming back, that's good, because I think he's a great actor. Elizabeth Lella's coming back as I forgot his name, I think Vanessa, right, which is William Afton's daughter. We see Toy Bonnie peeking through a window. That's really cool and creepy, and I think it kind of reminds me of the shot with when you're wearing a mask and then you see Toy Bonnie just like in front of your face like that. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm kind of curious if Mike is going to use the mask. I'm really curious if the mask is gonna be integrated into the storyline, where it's like, oh, the facial recognition, and because like these animatronic are more advanced clearly than the previous one, so maybe you have to wear a mask to maybe fool them. I'm really wondering if they're going to use that in the second movie. I think they should, because, well, it's the mechanic from the game, so, and it's the easiest one to implement it in the movie, so just do that. Because in the first movie they didn't exactly do like the mechanical door thing with the lights and that button, which is I found that kind of disappointing, but for the second movie they absolutely need to introduce the game mechanic from the second game, where we see the mask. I want to see Mike wearing the Freddy Fazbear mask to avoid this toy animatronics, and I kind of want to see him like maybe rewinding the music box, for the puppet, maybe, if that could happen in the movie. Someone is pressing the show, what is that? I don't know, something time, maybe showtime button, I don't know who this person was, but there is a rumor apparently where a character named Henry Emily, which is William Afton's partner, is gonna be in this movie, and I think it was rumored that Skip Ulrich is gonna be playing Henry Emily. I don't know if that was true or not. I hope it does. I hope it's true, because like Skip Ulrich and Matthew Lillard was from obviously Scream, where they play Billy Loomis and Stu Macher, and Matthew Lillard is coming back for Scream 7. So there you go. But yeah, I think if they do cast Skip Ulrich and Matthew Lillard in this movie, and maybe they have like a flashback scene together, that would be awesome, man. That would be a reunion between the two actors since Scream, But I guess we'll see about that. We see, I don't know who this guy is, maybe like a teacher, like a principal, we see Toy Chica there. We didn't clearly see the face, but just the eyes, and okay, that's cool looking, I like that. But yeah, that's clearly Toy Chica's hand there. It seems like this is a school, and I'm assuming that this is Abby's school, maybe they're trying to get to Abby and try to kill her, maybe, because like, yeah, maybe Abby's getting help from the old animatronics, and then maybe they try to stop her for that. But yeah, it's just like from this trailer, that's Toy Chica's feet, that's Mangle, really, really cool looking Mangle here. I love that a lot, because it seems like the animatronics are just scatters around the town, This is like a garage, I think, where Toy Chica's feet there right? And we see Toy Bunny holding a screwdriver, which is like, damn, okay. Like, this movie is PG-13, sadly, you know, because I kind of want to see like an R-rated version of the Final Fantasy Freddy's movie, but I understand why they said to make it a PG-13 movie, you know, because like a lot of the FNAF fans are kids, you know, so they want them to see the movie and make it more, you know, profitable, you know, so I understand that, you know, but yeah, it seems that there's gonna be much more kill this time around, and I think the toy animatronics are actually becoming the villain, and I think from this teaser trailer, it seems like they're becoming way more involved in the story, you know, because I think in the first one, there is a lot of moment in that movie where I'm just like waiting for Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy just to do something. You know, I need something to happen in the first movie, and I think that's why the first movie is kind of boring for me, you know, even rewatching it, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of boring, you know, but it seems like from this teaser, the toy animatronics are scattered around town. We see Toy Chica in the school. We see Mangle try to get to Mike, Vanessa, and Abby there, you know, which I'm assuming maybe in the second pizzeria, you know. We see Toy Bonnie here and somewhere, maybe inside someone's house. Yeah, I don't know who these people are, you know, maybe this is just like a random people, you know, so it seems like Toy Bunny may be watching them through the windows, and then he enters the house and then try to kill them, maybe here, you know, so I don't exactly know what happened with the toy animatronics yet, you know, so it seems like they're just angry, and maybe they just like get out of the town and then try to kill as much people as possible, maybe, or maybe William Afton is maybe somehow controlling this toy animatronics, you know, which is kind of like similar to the first movie as well, where we see the animatronics are being controlled by William Afton, you know, so I would not be surprised if the same case apply here with the toy animatronics, you know, so yeah, that's really cool, you know, that's really cool that the toy animatronics are scattered around town, so the movie doesn't just like stuck in the pizzeria, you know, so even if you're outside the pizzeria, this thing will go outside and try to find you and kill random people, so okay, there's gonna be a lot of body counts and a lot of moments in the movie, and I really cannot wait for that. But yeah, this shot right here is really, really cool. It kind of reminds me of FNAF 4, you know, like the hallway and stuff like that, you know. And I think there is a behind-the-scenes photo where with I'm assuming this is William Afton, you know. I'm assuming this is like Matthew Lillard, you know, because I know that he's coming back in this movie, and I don't think he has a lot of screen time as well, you know, because I think a lot of his screen time in this movie is probably gonna be in a flashback, you know, because I think it makes sense that in FNAF 3 he finally becomes Springtrap and he becomes like the main bad guy in the third movie, you know. So I think in the second movie it's gonna be a lot of flashback, you know. So it seems like this might be a dream sequence for Vanessa, you know. So I think that's how we get Matthew Lillard back in the movie, you know. And yeah, this whole hallway scene is really cool, you know. Again, reminding me of FNAF 4, you know. So I'm really curious to see if they're gonna do FNAF 4 in the future, you know, because I think Scott Cawthon's comment was like, if the movie was successful, then he's planning to do like a trilogy of movies, you know. So I'm really curious if Scott Cawthon changed his mind because like how successful the first movie was, and maybe he could do a FNAF 4, you know. I think the FNAF 4 movie would be really, really cool. They're clearly referencing this on the scene, so there you go. We see Balloon Boy, that's really, really cool, you know. He's gonna say hi, hello, ha ha ha. Oh my god. Anybody remember in FNAF 2 where a lot of people hate Balloon Boy, including myself when I first played the game? I'm just like, man, this fucking Balloon Boy is so annoying. And obviously, Widner Foxy gets you because you can flash your flashlight in the hallway, and then that's how Foxy gets you, right? And I'm really curious if the same mechanic will apply here, you know. That would be really cool. And I'm really hoping that either Abby or Mike is gonna be really fucking annoyed with Balloon Boy, because that's how people felt, you know, when they played the game when they played FNAF 2 for the first time, you know. I certainly felt that way. My friends also felt that way, where they really, really hate Balloon Boy. So I'm really hoping the movie character could also really, really hate Balloon Boy, and then maybe, I don't know, kick the shit out of him, you know, because I don't know how Balloon Boy would terrorize people here, you know, because it seems like, I don't know, he's like a child, right? So I don't know, we'll see how Balloon Boy will terrorize people, you know. Maybe he's working together with Foxy, just like in the game, who knows. Yeah, someone is grabbing, wait, what is that? Okay, someone is that Springtrap hand, or like a Spring Bonnie's hand? It is, right? So he's grabbing a knife, so maybe, okay, maybe this is like a flashback or something to the first movie, because he has a knife in the first movie. So yeah, maybe this is like a flashback where him tried to kill a child. So okay, yikes. Okay, but that's how it happens in the game, man. But yeah, after this we see one kid getting grabbed by Mangle, which is damn, that looks brutal. So again, there's gonna be more kills in this movie. That's really fucking awesome. And then we see, I don't know who this was, I'm assuming this is Mangle, right? In the top of the car, so it seems like this movie has a lot more budget, clearly, and I think it has a lot more screen time for the toy animatronics. It seems like they do a lot more from this teaser trailer alone, which is why I'm so excited for FNAF 2 now, because I think the toy animatronics are just scatters around town, and they don't just stuck in the pizzeria, so there's gonna be a car action sequence with, I'm assuming this is Mangle, but I could be wrong. So it's like, wow, that's really awesome, and then the last one we see this character. I think that looks like McKenna Grace, right? Is that McKenna Grace? I think it was McKenna. I think it was McKenna Grace, because McKenna Grace was like a big fan of FNAF, so I think he's involved in the second movie. Maybe I could be wrong, but her face looks like McKenna Grace, so I think that's her, right? If it was her, then I don't think she's gonna survive for that long, because I think she's gonna be killed by either Mangle or one of the toy animatronics, because she is screaming in this teaser trailer, so yeah. And then the last one we see Toy Freddy in the crowd, was in the Fast Fest crowd, and then you can see this lady here smiling, and everybody's just like looking at Toy Freddy like, oh my god, it's Toy Freddy, this is so awesome, because this Fast Fest are like basically memorizing the memories of Freddy Fazbear Pizza, right? So I think that's why people are so excited to see Toy Freddy here. But I am really curious to see what's gonna happen in this scene, because I think it will be really, really insane if Toy Freddy decide to kill a bunch of people in this Fast Fest, like just imagine like a full-on massacre by Toy Freddy in this scene. Like that would be so fucking awesome and so fucked up, but I don't think they're gonna do that. And you know why? Because PG-13. The rating is PG-13, so I don't think they're going to do like a massive massacre where Toy Freddy just kill a bunch of people. That would be really fucking cool in my opinion, and maybe like the rest of the toy animatronics like converse. Can you guys just imagine for a second here, if Toy Freddy is like leading the toy animatronics, right? So just imagine if there is like a bunch of other toy animatronics as well, like Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle as well. Like imagine they were in the scene together here with Balloon Boy as well, with Toy Freddy, and then they just kills everybody in this Fast Fest, like that would be incredibly insane, And with this teaser right here with Toy Freddy in the middle of the goddamn crowd, I think that could happen. That would be awesome, but also would be fucked up, but we'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen, because again it's PG-13, but that would be a cool idea, So yeah, it is really awesome to see Toy Freddy in the middle of the street, with a bunch of people just like admiring him, He's like a rock star at this point, So yeah, either way, that's my reaction and breakdown for Final Freddy's 2 teaser trailer. I cannot believe that this teaser was so good that it kind of got me hyped to see the movie. And I think this movie will be better than the second and then the first movie, because to be fair, the standard for the first movie is also not that high, because the first movie, in my opinion, is not that good. It's not worth the wait, in my opinion, but at the very least, it does get the movies going, So I think in the second movie, they find a way to improve that mistakes. It seems like the toy animatronics is gonna be way more involved in the movie, so that's awesome, So yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen in FNAF 2, Hopefully it's gonna be better than the first one, So yeah, seemingly from the trailer, I think it's gonna be better, So I cannot wait to see the full official trailer for this movie, where we get more information about the plot, and then some sequence of event for the toy animatronics as well, because I think they're gonna be really, really more involved in this storyline. I think the design by Jim Henson Creature Shop is absolutely amazing, So yeah, that's my reaction and breakdown for FNAF 2 teaser trailer, guys. So let me know in the comment section below, like what do you guys think about this trailer right here? Do you guys enjoy it? Do you guys love it? Because I think this is like a better teaser trailer than the first movie did, because it does get me hype, But so yeah, let me know your opinions in the comment section below, like what do you guys think will happen in the movie, and what do you guys think about Toy Freddy or like other toy animatronics just like randomly killing random people in the town, Like, do you guys like that idea, or do you guys prefer them staying at the pizzeria, So yeah, let me know your opinions in the comment section below, guys, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, then make sure guys, bite that subscribe and like button, guys, share the videos, do some stuff, and again, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction videos, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.